Working with a designer on your logo can be a tricky task, especially if you don't know anything about design. But don't fret, because we made this video to take you through the logo design process. So no matter your design knowledge, you'll be able to communicate your needs to the creatives you're working with. All right then, let's begin. Logo design is a collaboration between client and designer. So to ensure the process is productive and a heap of fun, you've got to start things right with a great brief. Your brief should include an outline of the project, the inspiration for your logo, a short description of your business, including what your business does and what your brand attributes are, and finally, who your customers are or who you're hoping to target. With this information, your designer will be able to tailor a logo to fit your needs. So the designer has read your brief and started creating. Exciting! Soon they'll be able to provide a first draft, also known as the first look, which is an opportunity to check that things are on track. At this stage, you will want to see if the logo is going to be effective, by which we mean, is it appropriate, simple, and distinctive? An appropriate logo reflects your company's personality and will appeal to your target audience. But how can we determine this? Consider the following questions. First, does the font fit? Fonts have personalities and communicate different values. Serif typefaces like Georgia and Times New Roman are more traditional, while sans serif typefaces like Arial and Helvetica, they're more modern. So engage with your designer and invite them to explain their type choices. Now, what about colors? Are they a good fit? Color psychology is a deep and fascinating area of branding. We actually made a video all about it. Set aside some time to explore your plan for choosing the right colors for your logo. Lastly, is there anything about the design that is clearly inappropriate? For example, a logo designed for a children's nursery shouldn't appear dangerous, and a logo for a sleeping aid shouldn't feel loud. If any of these design elements don't match the feelings that you're looking for, you can refer back to your design brief to provide feedback. Next, let's consider, is the logo simple? Simple logos look more appealing and professional, and also have better longevity and flexibility. To tell if your logo is simple enough, ask yourself, does it still look good when scaled to a small size? Will it pair well with photography, illustration, patterns, and other elements in layouts? Does it work well in black and white? If any of these are a no, you can provide that as specific feedback to your designer. The final component of an effective logo is distinctiveness. Achieving a distinctive logo can be tricky, but here are some good rules of thumb. Don't feel the need to visually communicate what you do. A bakery logo doesn't need to feature a chef's hat to be appropriate. Do avoid cliches. They make your logo instantly forgettable. Don't steal or copy a design. It's the best way to damage your brand. It's also unethical and usually illegal. Do stand out from the crowd. Be unique while remaining nuanced for your brand. Don't buy pre-made or stock designs. Not only are they unoriginal, your competitor could be also using the same one. Do hire a professional designer. They will create a distinctive brand identity you can potentially trademark. So, you provided feedback on your first look and the designer has made key edits. The next stage is called the final check. And this is where we focus on the technical aspects of logo design. Technical details can sometimes be difficult to articulate, but armed with these questions, you should feel more confident in talking with your designer. First up, let's look at legibility. Is it clear to read? Are there any elements or characters that could cause it to be misread? Secondly, check your fonts. Have all letters been carefully typeset and kerned? Meaning, is the spacing between letters visually pleasing? Is the font high quality? And have you purchased the appropriate license to be able to use that font? Next, the technical drawing. Has the logo been designed as a vector? This means, has your design been made as a digital shape for correct scaling? And are these lines sharp and smooth? Onto the composition. Is the logo well balanced? Are the proportions correct? And lastly, the application. Will the logo work at very small sizes? Or what happens when the logo is placed on a dark or patterned background? Once you've worked through any of these issues, congratulations, your logo is finished. But there's just one more important step remaining on your design journey, the handover. To ensure it's as smooth as possible, ask these questions. Do I have all the appropriate files? Do I have the color references? And finally, do I know how to use it? Large-scale branding design projects will produce a style guide to ensure consistent application throughout the campaign. And that's it. Using this guide as a checklist, you can begin your logo design journey on VistaPrint today.